What's going on? Logan Henry here, and if you're just tuning in, I help high-performing, successful men, guys that have created success for themselves, but along with creating that success, have unintentionally put their health on the back burner, and I help those guys go back in time, regain their edge, and get back the guy that they remember from their early 20s and 30s who was full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and had a body that he could be proud of. I help bring that guy back, but only better. And I remember one gentleman who reached out to me. He ended up enrolling in the accelerated method. He was a high-level executive who created great success for himself, but he just found himself being sick and tired of being sick and tired. He didn't like the way his clothes fit, and he said, you know what, I got to do something about this. He ended up enrolling inside the accelerated method, ended up losing 32 pounds, energy went through the roof, he committed all the way, and what I like to do with my guys that really commit and put forth all-out effort, which he did, I like to do a little bit of a celebration with them. So we did a celebration call and we reflected back on his time within the program, but also before entering, right? And I asked him, I said, I was curious, what was it that inspired you to say, you know what, I've got to do something to change what's my current situation because I can't take it anymore. And he shared with me, he said, you know what, Logan, I was burning the candle at both ends, both personally and professionally. By the time 2:15 in the afternoon rolled around, I was craving a nap. I'd get home, wife would cook dinner. All of a sudden, by 8 p.m., I was vertical on the couch. And then someone would end up waking me up, and I'd find myself in the vicious cycle of being woken up in the middle of the night to go to bed. And, you know, my kids would want my attention when I got home, wanted to play ball with me. My wife would want my attention. And I just felt like I was shortchanging them because I just really had nothing in the tank left to give. And this is a common theme that I see amongst a lot of high-performing guys that come to me who are working so hard and find themselves having to be on all the time. If you can relate to this, understand I completely get it, right? You've got to be on all the time. A lot of people relying on you. So you might be turning to caffeine. You might be turning to quick pick-me-ups. Anything you can do to get that, to make sure that you're ready and you're ready for showtime, right? Showtime and go time. And this can tend to make you feel exhausted toward the end of the day because even though you're taking these things, whether it's caffeine or eating these foods that you may feel like I've got to do anything to pick my energy up, maybe making you feel worse than better. And it reminds me of Thanksgiving every year where I absolutely indulge. It's one of my favorite holidays because I indulge on a lot of what we call pure junky greatness in my world. I'm talking turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, and my favorite is absolutely cheesecake, right? I just go all out. But I always remember how I feel on that day. And I remember, like, typically I'll feel kind of lethargic, groggy, out of sorts. Maybe the family wants to do stuff or wife wants my attention. I just feel bloated and just not really myself. That is what I experienced, a couple times within the year, right? But I figured out solutions because it used to be much worse for me. I used to experience, being that feeling all the time until I came up with systems to be able to overcome that. And that's exactly what we do for my guys in the accelerated method. But with my guys, before they even come to me, this is the feeling that they're feeling every single day, right? They're feeling that blah. They're feeling exhausted. They're constantly finding themselves vertical on the couch, using the weekends as recovery days. Because typically, the way they fuel their body is, hey, out the door, grab me something quick. By lunch, maybe have something, heavy, hearty. And then by the evening, maybe the significant other cooks something hearty again, and then they're just out of it. And what this does is this almost makes them feel worse than better. And the reason this is because I'm going to have you consider right now is think about any time you see a high performance vehicle. Yes, I'm going to use a car cliche on you here. But anytime, if you got a high performance vehicle and all of a sudden you put crappy fuel in it, what's going to happen? Vehicle's probably not going to perform too well, right? Same thing goes for your body. Consider that crappy fuel equals crappy performance, but premium fuel equals premium performance. And one way I've really found a way to help guys make sure that they're getting premium fuel in their world is, number one, make sure to purge all the stuff in their life that is not serving them. So if they've got an addiction to donuts, make sure to not have a bunch of donuts around. The secret to nutrition success isn't necessarily the perfect diet. The best diet I'm going to have you right now consider is the one that you can stick with consistently, persistently, and frequently. But the secret is making sure your environments are set up. So that's number one. But number two, make sure to fuel your body with good stuff in terms of, in our world, it's really healthy proteins, really healthy fats, and carbohydrates. You want to make sure not to completely eliminate carbohydrates. You want to be strategic about them in the times that you have them throughout the week. So if you want to know more insight on this and you're a guy that's kind of feeling that blah feeling too often and you want to feel supercharged like my client ended up feeling all the time, then I encourage you to go check out my book, Regain Your Edge, a revolutionary new health approach for the high-performing man, and you can go pick it up over at www.logan-henry.com/regain your edge. I'm Logan Henry. Until next time, I'm out.